Hello and welcome back to another reaction. In this occasion, Yashahime, the half-demon princess. Yes, last week I wasn't able to react to this series. I unfortunately have a lot of stuff to do, and I seriously mean barely had time to record Korra and to record Demon Slayer. That's the only shows I could record. Hopefully this week is going to be a lot more different, a lot more relaxed for me, so I have more time to really record. And obviously I am not able to record the Wakfu Abridged series. I really want to see that series. Hopefully this is going to be the week in which I can record. Hopefully, if nothing else happens in the meantime, of course. But anyway, yes. I am fascinated by this series still. I still like this series. Even if it's the first episode was just the nostalgia trip that let you know that okay, these are the characters, they are still connected to the story. And in the second episode, it feels more like it feels more like the first episode, more like we are presenting you with these new characters. And I think I will prefer the second episode. And this is something I said in my previous commentary. I would prefer that second episode will be the first one, because that in that way I will know more. There will be a lot more I don't know, tension, because I wouldn't know if they found each other. I wouldn't know how they became, or if they became friends. I think it will be more interesting. But anyway, yes, the information I have now is that the three are friends. So yes, the last one was when this demon was about to grab the last. I was going to say Shikon, but no, it's actually the Rainbow Pearl, the last Rainbow Pearl, so she could have more and more power. And this is something we don't want. And I am fascinated by this series because again, it's the nostalgia part. Is that it reminds me a lot of Inuyasha with better graphics. Obviously, it's a lot of better animation so far. Because yeah, Inuyasha is a very old anime, but I think I'm just trying to do something that I shouldn't be doing in the presentation. So let me just remind you, and this is going to be quick. Subscribe if you enjoy the videos. Give me a like if you enjoy this particular video. Leave a comment so I know what you think about my reaction, the episode, and the commentary. The link for my Twitter is in the description below, alongside with my Patreon. And yes, I haven't updated my Patreon in a long time, but I'm really preparing for that. I'm really getting ready to give you the full episodes that you want. Anyway, yes, enough about all of these. Let's cut the presentation short and watch the episode, shall we? Okay, I'm back. I just watched a second time the third episode of Yashahime, Half Demon Princess. Yeah, now we are introducing a lot more about these new characters. Obviously, we have the knowledge that they became friends thanks to the first episode and thanks to the opening, so I guess I will have discovered that sooner or later. Well, sooner than later, better said. But we have more information. We know that Towa remembers that she was happy with her sister. She remembers now. The one that doesn't remember is Setsuna, and there is a reason for that. This dream butterfly, which obviously eats the dreams and I guess memories of a certain person or certain people or demon. I don't know. I don't know if it's specific for demons, half demons, or only people. So she doesn't remember having a sister. She doesn't remember being this happy child that was just before that fire, that forest fire. So it's interesting because this gives me a lot more to talk about. Again, the characters obviously doesn't change much from episode to episode. It's obvious. We still got Setsuna being this cold, very similar to Sesshomaru. We got Moroha, which is obviously more akin to Inuyasha. And perhaps, yes, a little bit of Kagome in there, for obvious reasons. And Towa, I think, is more akin to the little brother of Kagome, because, yeah, he raised her. She doesn't. I think she's more similar to Kagome. I guess she's more similar like that. More, I don't know, center, more level-headed. I don't know, more human, let's say, because again, we have the extremes of very goofy person like he's Moroha, and we have the very serious, and I mean extremely serious, in Setsuna. So I guess, yeah, Towa is kind of in the middle, which is kind of helpful. But again, I love that these three characters have distinct personalities, some similar to the past, yes, but I like that at least between each of them are different. They are not a copy of another character or an exact copy of another character, with perhaps the exception of Setsuna. I don't know if she's this cold because she wants to impress Sesshomaru. I don't think so, because according to her, she has never met him. Or is the result of the training of Sesshomaru? And hell, perhaps Sesshomaru was treated like that. Perhaps the father just abandoned both of them. And I don't know. Inuyasha was closer to the people. She could be closer to the normal people, and that's why he's more. I don't want to say aggressive, but at least more akin to communication. Unlike Sesshomaru, Sesshomaru is very strict, very solid, very stoic. I think is the best word to describe Sesshomaru, and he doesn't show any emotions. He doesn't show them. That doesn't mean he doesn't feel them. So perhaps that's why I am still not explaining. I still don't have enough data for me to explain why they behave the way they behave. There are still a lot of mysteries, which is good because again, we are only on the third episode. It's not that much, so I still want to know more about these characters. And I think again, I said this in the end of the reaction, but I am 99% sure that Moroha is the daughter of Inuyasha and Kagome. Especially for kind of the confirmation of the grandparent that, oh, she looks a lot like Kagome. So yes, I am 99% sure that she is the daughter of Kagome and Inuyasha. And now we receive confirmation from Kaede that actually Setsuna and Towa are the daughters of Sesshomaru. So yeah, I honestly, and this is something I said too during the reaction, I want them, all three, I want them to interact with their parents. I want to see the interaction because again, this series is very heavy on nostalgia for me. It shouldn't be. I know I should be just liking these characters for what they are, and so far I like them. But I still want that little bit of nostalgic point for them to interact with the parents. I want to see Sesshomaru, how he will behave, if he will behave differently with his daughters. Perhaps not that much, but I really want to see the interaction between Inuyasha, Kagome, and Moroha. How they behave together, how they are together. And that is something I wanted to see. And again, this is just pure nostalgic feeling that I'm having in this moment, but I want to see that interaction, those interactions. And hell, I even want to see the son of Sango and Miroku interact with him. Because yes, we have seen the uncle interacting, but I want to see the parents. I want that so badly. And I don't know if we're going to see that in the next episode or in the next one, or if we are going to even see that. Hopefully we are, because yeah, you need to bring Inuyasha, Kagome, and the rest of the gang here. Please do. But yes, I don't know how or why that tree wanted to send them into the future. There are several questions in here. The first one that came to mind is that one: why the tree sent them to the future? Because I think it's Roothead. I think is the name of the demon. What is the purpose of that? That is going to be our main villain. He's going to be developing more powers. He's going to be the new Naraku. Or is going to be somebody else? There is still a lot of questions here. What is going to be the purpose of this anime? Because the last one was to restore the Shikon Pearl. That was the purpose of the last animation, and obviously to defend them from all the demons that we saw in that series. But what is going to be the point? That is something I want to know, because so far this is kind of the presentation of the characters. This is kind of the introduction of the characters, and I guess this is going to be a very slow series, a very slow burn series, a very long series, because they are taking their sweet time to introduce their characters. Obviously, to develop them, they can take all the series, all the time they want, but we need to know what is the purpose of the character. So far, the purpose of Towa was to be reunited with the sister. That has been fulfilled. Not completely, because she doesn't remember that Setsuna doesn't remember her, but it has been fulfilled partially. I don't know if the series is going to be to restore the memory of Setsuna, to be reunited with Sesshomaru, to be reunited with the family. I don't know. I still don't know what is the purpose of the series. But I am intrigued, which is a good sign, because sometimes a series is saying, okay, this is the purpose, these are the characters, and you don't care about them. I care about these characters. I want to know more about them. I want my questions to be answered. So yes, that is a good sign. There are plot holes, yes, because I still don't understand why that demon send them to the future. I don't know if he doesn't control his powers and he was angry, and that anger activate the power to send them to the future. And this is a plot hole that I had from last time. Why they keep that long near the tree? Because yes, when we left the action, it was kind of in the afternoon, and then it was full on night. Perhaps it's not a plot hole, perhaps just I'm nitpicking the series. But again, I want to know more about the series. I want to know more about the characters, and I want them to interact with characters that I know. So we have nostalgic, we have kind of interesting characters that I want to see more. So yeah, this series looks pretty promising so far. But honestly, I have not much to say other than my desire to see it, other than just describing the events, other than describing. Oh yes, there is something else. I don't know if Moe, the wife of the little brother of Kagome, and yes, I don't remember the name. I don't know if we met her in the last series or is a new character. If you know that, please clarify that for me. What else? There was something else that I remember. Well, yeah, the comedic state, of course, they don't know the Modern Tokyo, they don't know that. I don't know if the series is going to take place in only Modern Tokyo. I guess not. I don't think so, at least. Oh yes, because yes, we had the first episode. There is confirmation that yes, they are not going to be stuck in Tokyo. But how they are going to travel, and if this is going to be a constant travel, I don't know. I honestly have no clue of what is going to happen, and that is a good thing. But anyway, yes, as I said before, I think I exhausted the topic of this one. A very short video, but a very interesting episode, and I want to know the next one. But of course, I need to wait. Anyway, yes, let me just remind you that if you enjoy the content of the channel, please consider a subscription and turn notifications. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up and leave a comment so I know what you think about the reaction, about the episode, or my commentary in general. The link for my Twitter is in the description below, alongside with the Patreon. Again, I'm still working on, I'm really working on my Patreon. And I will announce when it's completely full. And yes, I have nothing else to say, but thank you for your attention, and well, see you on the next one. Bye!
Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, give it a like, so the algorithm from YouTube will help me out. And check my other videos, share them, and also why not subscribe to my channel and join this community. And as always, I want to thank you for your attention, your likes, and even your dislikes, your comments, which is something I always look forward to read. And yeah, once more, thanks and see you on the next one.